All right. Well, good evening, whoever's here. I think Diane is here. I don't know if Wolfpack has already left or not. I have no idea what I'm drawing tonight, so I'm open to ideas. If anybody has something they'd like to see drawn, otherwise we'll just kind of do a stream of consciousness. I don't know. Let's see. That's just a weird creature for now. What do you guys think about what else you'd like to see? Diane is asking, do you know if anybody else is on Redbubble? He's got me, Aaron, Nakahara, Sam, Devin. Who else is on Redbubble? I think Keone Mamori is on Redbubble. I mean, a lot of people are on there. That's something I think about. Yeah, I'm on Redbubble. I don't push Redbubble too much, though. That's the one I just kind of let people find on their own. If they find me there, great. I mainly push my storefront tier now. You have a kiddie pool phone case in your cart. Oh, is it mine or somebody else's? I know I did a kiddie pool. Doing all your holiday shopping online right now. You're trying to take advantage of the Redbubble holiday pricing. Who else is here? Oh, Donovan. Sorry, I didn't see you there. Didn't hear the beat. Donovan's in the stream.
Hey.
Howdy.
Gonna be drawing well, drawing off screen, of course.
Say again?
I was gonna be drawing while
Let me turn my music down just a little bit. Let's see. Okay, say something again, Donovan.
I was gonna be drawing while on here, just sort of off screen.
All right. No. Probably on for about 3 hours or so, just kind of unwinding after working on the yard. I draw goofy stuff tonight. Nothing fancy. Sometimes these goofy sessions are fun just to do stuff that's not for anything. And I can take requests.
Oh.
Well, thank you for buying the kiddie pool, Diane, and putting it in your cart. I'll get an email, later, letting me know I made a sale. The online stuff, I don't expect to make much money off of all these different online stores and stuff. Not sweating it. Every now and then I get an email saying I sold something. So I'm like, cool. I get a cup of coffee now. The margins are so low on everything, it's like you're not really making much. Anyway, it's one of the reasons I use the Store Frontier. My margins, like on the shirts I sell on Store Frontier, my margins are about $3.50. Everything else goes to the people that are making it, which is fair enough. They got to make it and print it and ship it. Unless you're somebody that has a ton of followers already, the likelihood of making a ton of money on those like Redbubble and TeePublic is pretty low. But the nice thing is they're kind of like fire and forget. You upload your item and then you can just let it go, and maybe it'll get found, maybe it won't. But you don't have to sweat it too hard. For Christmas shopping for yourself, Diane. Nothing wrong with that. Well, my wife's upstairs putting together the Christmas tree right now. Yeah, I do appreciate it, Diane. I mean, I don't push it too hard. Autumn, what are you working on tonight?
The third of my Christmas.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch that.
The third drawing of my Christmas works this season.
Okay.
So basically, just my character shopping in the store, and she has in her cart eggnog, milk, hot cocoa mix, and cider, apple cider.
did say I didn't have any idea I was wrong, right? It's a good time to catch you if you want something drawn. Just throw a weird idea out there, and maybe I can knock one out.
You want to try draw something really obscure?
Maybe.
So I've been looking up a lot of like Franco-Belgian comics. Way back when.
You're kind of breaking up, Donovan. You've been looking up a lot of what?
Franco-Belgian comics.
Franco-Belgian comics. Okay.
And I found a couple of some comics that I was interested in. There's this one comic, it's called Franca, Franka. You ever heard of it?
F-R-A-N-K. No, it doesn't sound familiar.
Well, it's about a female detective, private detective. It's really big in like the Netherlands, where it's from. It's real.
Hello?
Hello, Tracy.
Hello.
So, how do you, Franko? You said, Donovan?
Franka.
Franca. Right, let me look it
Yeah.
up real quick. How you doing, Tracy? Aloha,
I'm
Tiffany.
good.
I actually have people here tonight. You guys must be bored. I figured everybody was
Yeah.
over watching Tracy's, or not Tracy, Mog's auction stream. I just need
I did, but
I just need to sit down at my desk here and draw something.
it's pretty much set on finishing, right? So,
Still haven't forgotten about your character. I am going to draw that, Tracy.
oh, it's fine. If you didn't want to, it's okay too.
No. I get the one request from you, and I got two requests. One was for my friend's D&D pirate character, which I started on. It's right there, and then I got your request. So after I finish up hers, I'll do yours.
Oh, thank you.
What kind of color should this thing have?
Green.
Green, okay.
How was your day, Michael? Anybody?
I am in pain from working on the art.
You would not believe what I did today.
Okay. What did
I
you do
spent
today?
the whole day. I spent the whole day shopping.
Spent the whole day shopping?
Yep, for soda.
Yeah.
So basically,
Why did it take a whole day?
The story is my sister bought this advent calendar, which was like 24 different beers. And I wanted to try to do something similar, but I don't really like the taste of alcohol, so I decided to go with sodas instead. So I basically spent the whole day shopping for sodas.
Mm.
So mostly like Doritos or those Japanese sodas.
I spent the weekend clearing away an area and leveling it out and building some kind of weird shelter structure. All right, how about hair color? What color hair should I give this guy?
Red.
Red. Tiffany, how you liking being back in the States? Or not?
Well, I know she had Oklahoma sushi.
That doesn't even sound right.
They try, I guess. They try.
What's
You
in
know,
it?
one of the weird things about economics is like seafood. Like the Midwest and Central U.S. gets some of the best stuff because it they have to ship it, so they're going to make sure they ship something that's going to make their money back.
Yeah.
So a lot of the prime catches are sent elsewhere. Tiff's trying to figure out how to put it nicely. She's in Oklahoma when the wind comes sweeping on the plains. How's Robert adjusting? Going mental. Have you found work there, Tiffany? Are you working in Oklahoma? Robert hates it. All right, Oklahoma.
You ever been to Oklahoma?
I've been through Oklahoma. I can't really say I've been there.
She
And it was a
said
long
that
time ago.
surprising. She said surprisingly, there's good, decent Simon there.
Is there an Asian community there to speak of?
I guess she goes for Korean food sometimes.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, it's good to know you can get some Asian food in Oklahoma.
Uh-oh, fireworks again. What the hell. At least I hope that's fireworks and not somebody blowing stuff up. All right, I'm almost done with this goofy guy, and then I'll take a look at Franca. Tiffany says there's actually quite a few Asian restaurants, but nothing spectacular. It's pretty good pho. Huh, okay.
Yeah, and Tiff knows good pho, so must be decent pho. How's everybody's Christmas drawing cards going?
Well, it's funny you should
Slow.
ask. I was actually going to start trying doing something like that this year. Actually,
You are breaking up.
I was going to try participate in the cards this year.
Ah, yeah.
It's mostly because I have a service project for my church, which is same concept, but it's for this organization called Cards for Hospitalized Children.
Uh, So you decided on that one?
I decided basically to try do both, like to try my hand at trying to make cards for both, like sort of doing double duty. But I have to do them all by this Friday, so because that's a deadline for my church group.
Mm.
I don't need stuff till like the 20th, the latest.
Go double
Okay,
time on
Bronca is a
drawing.
redhead character. Am I looking at the right character?
Yeah,
All right. Not a lot of distinguishing characteristics other than red hair.
there's a
Probably.
Wikipedia page.
I mean, I'm looking at image search, but
Hmm.
she has a expensive wardrobe, so it's not like there's an identifying outfit.
I need to be honest with you guys. Sometimes I um, pay attention to like comics and animations, sometimes solely for the art.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah,
Okay.
mostly because the art's the first thing you're going to see.
Trying to find a reference that kind of clicks with me.
I
I don't want to
mean,
just talk about the drawing. Go ahead, Tracy. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
oh, nothing.
Well, let's see. So Franca, she looks like she's an adventurer. I'm not familiar with comics. I'm going to do her. I'll draw her, but I'll draw her dressed kind of like Indiana Jones. How about that?
Sure, that works.
It kind of looks like he's all over the place from the reference I was looking at. The reference images.
Every anybody here buy Christmas trees?
We have an artificial tree that we've been using for years. Never understood the need of getting a live Christmas tree.
Yeah, I thought I had a small one. I should check for it. I think I do. A small artificial one. Oh, Michael, I was gonna ask you a question. It was for Tiff. She wanted to know if she can like post a drawing, but then like say that it's for sale. Is that allowed in Comic Jam?
Uh, sure.
Really? Okay. I am the Tiffany Whisperer. I'm just kidding. I speak for the Tiffs.
Someone must speak for the tips.
Yes. Anyone here ever try acrylic painting?
Tried it, sure. Why?
Did you like it?
Um, I do like it. I'm just not that good at it, and that's just a matter of lack of experience. So
Mm.
it dries pretty fast. That's the only thing. So
I kind of like that part about it, so I can just go over it if I make a mistake. What is the prompt that you're drawing right now, Michael?
it's a character from a Franco-Belgian comic called Franco. So I mean, like I said, there's not a whole lot of distinguishing characteristics about her other than being a redhead and an adventurer. So I'm gonna make her like Indiana Jones. Back to look at that noise. Me?
Oh, is that me?
No.
No, I was
If you
asking
said
if you checked on. Was
if
my
you said
thing
she tried
working?
acrylics, takes a bit of getting used to. I'm sorry, what were you saying?
Saying, did you check on the Mog auction?
Real quickly before I came here, but
I'm gonna make a pretty shiny $5.
oh, you're actually in it this time?
Yeah. I always wanted to make $5. Can buy a bubble drink with that. Well, I actually didn't expect much. I didn't draw a popular character, and I did it for the fun of it. Are you excited for the Wonder Woman movie, Michael?
Who was John? I think he asked me about that the other day. I'm actually
Mm.
not. I still have some some misgivings about Kristen Wiig as Cheetah.
Oh, just you would think somebody else fits better.
I'm sure there's lots of people that I think would fit better. She just seems like a very odd choice to me, but I'll give it a chance. I'm more
Hmm.
excited to see Black Widow, but that got delayed. So
Oh, what? How long did that get delayed till? Like next year?
next year, March, I think.
Wow. They truly want the full audience.
Well, I still won't be surprised if it ends up coming out on streaming. Like the whole strategy that they're doing, where it's like a multi. If we're going to theaters and streaming at the same time for Wonder Woman, and people are freaking out about this kind of stuff. But these are businesses, and they haven't had a steady flow of income for the last year,
Yep.
so they've got to start recouping. Even if it's a loss, they've got to get some money coming in. So I don't blame these guys for putting stuff out on streaming.
Well, we're down to 50 cases today or something. So that's great.
You're not working at the theater anymore, obviously, right? Or are they even doing anything?
They are, but they just haven't called me in to help.
What are they doing?
I think they're playing as usual, with limited seating.
I think we were open.
Yeah, they're open. They've been open for a while. I heard there's gonna be like a light show at Aloha Stadium. You pay $50 and you can go through your car and see lights.
Light show.
Yeah, like some kind of light tunnel. $50 to drive through a light tunnel.
No, did anyone watch a live action Dora movie yet? Tiffany's asking. I did. I did watch it. I think it's a cute movie.
Which movie?
Dora the Explorer.
Oh, yeah, I only caught the ending to that recently. It was pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
I might order that movie on demand when it comes out, that Pixar Soul. Kind of want to see how that turned out.
Yeah, that sounds like it might be kind of interesting. I think it's going to make you cry.
If a Pixar movie doesn't make you cry, they didn't do their job. Like they said they have test audience specifically to test on if it makes them cry or not. Do you cry easily at things like animated movies?
Yeah, probably. Not sure easily, but I definitely cry in movies. I'm not that macho.
Hmm. I'm looking at the comments. Diane, are you gonna go see the light show with the cars?
What's going on with you? It's got like weird earrings. It's just like sticks straight out. All right, fine. Put some color in there. Sorry, I'm falling behind in the chat. See, lights with synchronized music. That's what you were talking about. That Diane saying.
Yeah.
If you've got more than 1 to 2 people in the car, $50 isn't that bad. What the heck is a cherry?
$25 a person. $25 a person to see lights.
I should have erased before I did this. Don't do like I do, kids. Graphite is bad for Copics. It will mess up your nibs. Thankfully, I keep a ton of nibs. So. Garden shelter looks pretty impressive. Well, thank you, Diane. Not sure what it's going to be used for at this point yet. It was supposed to be like a shelter for dragon fruit. But I think the wife has decided she wants the dragon fruit to go somewhere else. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it now. It's still cracking up. If that's me, let me know, folks. Diane, is Jeff Martinez still streaming? Are you still watching his streams? He streams like 10:30 his time. Oh, at night? Jeez. Oh yeah, we're becoming dragon fruit farmers, Diane. My wife's got 6 of them potted up, I think.
She looks like she would be a cool character in her own cartoon.
Well, she's in her own comic. Franca. Well, that was the goal here, Diane. I mean, I'm not familiar with the character. This is one that Donovan suggested. But looking at looked up pictures for reference, and she seems to be like an adventure, kind of like Indiana Jones. I thought, yeah, I'll just do Indiana Jones.
Hmm.
All right, Donovan, there's Franca. All right, what next? Anything they want to see? I kind of joke about the dragon fruit farm band, but we do have quite a few potted dragon fruit plants now. So.
Oh, you know when you were doing your zombie things,
Zombie
I was gonna suggest the Dwayne the Rock Johnson zombie.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson zombie. Okay.
You know him with his iconic smile.
Dwayne, we look at Dwayne the Rock Johnson. Dwayne Johnson. Candy pack. Is he doing anything or wearing anything? I want the face with the eyebrow raised face.
Yeah, maybe. Or with a smile, right?
Smile face. Okay. Smile. Smile.
Is Donovan trying to say something? Because it sounds very far away.
I was saying this is my opinion, so take this with a grain of salt, but I think drawing crowds are overrated sometimes.
That
Well,
just
Really,
sounds like someone that doesn't like to draw crowds.
I guess it could be that. But I mean, I drew a picture of two characters in a train station, and I think in that picture, drawing a crowd would have sort of took away from the picture.
I would be cautious about any kind of blanket statements like that, though, saying such and such is overrated.
For me, it is. I mean, for other people, obviously not, but just for my personal taste.
I've technically never drawn a crowd yet, so no experience there. Ha ha ha.
But anyways, for me personally, in that one picture, by omitting to draw a crowd, it gave a little bit more focus for me on the characters and the train in the background.
Well, that's just going to depend on what you're trying to convey in the scene, Donovan.
Yeah,
Just because it works for that doesn't mean crowds are bad.
I know that. I'm just saying, yeah.
I mean, sometimes simplicity and focus is the thing you want. You know.
Yeah, like sometimes you need it, like in Where's Waldo books.
I think crowds do actually help the appeal involved. Especially since Where's Waldo's are full of like sight gags.
You know, there was this person who was trying to troll people with a Where's Waldo book where they printed out their own and replaced the pages with pages without Waldo in the crowds. So whoever borrowed that from the library will endlessly search for Waldo.
Well, that's not right. I'm a Bigfoot. What am I missing? I think it's on. I'm drawing crowds behind this. That's Darren. Well, yeah, it is time consuming. I'll definitely give you that. I mean, anytime you're drawing something with detail, it's going to take time. And crowds, by nature of being crowds, are usually clearly detailed.
I was like, did Michael draw a crowd? He drew that zombie horde. That's a big crowd.
I mean, I can't say I like drawing crowds.
Well, it was necessary for that one. Now I feel like I should try a crowd. I will someday try a crowd because I haven't tried one. Tiff said Tiff is talking about the movie Son of Bigfoot in the comments. Me and her watched that together. It was an adventure.
Yeah, that comic just kind of came out of nowhere, so I'm not sure what you were talking about.
It's a very middling movie on Amazon Prime. You will have a okay time watching it. Am I not selling the movie? That's because it's just decent. Imagine people like approaching that zombie because he's very charismatic.
Yeah.
What did you do for Thanksgiving?
Eight. What else are you supposed to do on Thanksgiving? It's pretty uneventful, really.
You can say I was the kitchen slave and I cooked all day long.
No, she wouldn't let me.
Mm.
She asked me if she wanted help with anything. Yeah.
I was reading that technically turkey doesn't make you fall asleep. It's the amount of food you're consuming that does. And apparently sugar makes you crash too, so it's dessert that helps you fall asleep. So there's that.
Let's see. I'm supposed to be thankful for the wife cooking. I assume that's what you mean. I am. It's like also, when you see somebody working so hard, it's like, can I help?
Did you have like turkey leftover sandwiches?
Oh, we didn't do turkey. We did meatloaf.
Really? Thanksgiving meatloaf.
Good. I can complain. We ate well.
Does the family not like turkey or
Uh, well, we eat turkey. It's just, that's what she felt like making.
oh, too traditional? Did you say Thanksgiving spam, Tiff, in the comments? What do you mean by Thanksgiving spam? Like turkey flavored spam? Spam made out of turkey? Cranberry spam? Not brains, it's Dwayne's. Oh, there's this crowd of zombie fans.
I'm gonna draw that tattoo. I'm gonna cover that up.
Did you get your Zodi book, Michael?
I did.
I did too. Hey, everybody here supporting John. Supporting like that cat so he can make the sequel.
Get the tattoo. Catch up with the chat here. Let's see. I'm checking out trick colors. It says the whole world reading things are sleepy. Someone needs to make Thanksgiving spam, says Tiffany. Make spam fancy enough to serve as the main. I think that, you'd have to cook it a long time, but you can sculpt spam.
I actually saw a picture of spam sculpted in the shape of a turkey. It was like Happy Thanksgiving.
Spurky.
Spurky. Well, I saw that thing for Christmas that was that gingerbread house made of meat. Meat and like cream cheese or cheese instead of frosting.
I like meat, but I think that's taking it a bit too far.
It is. It's pretty gross. I mean, if the room is cold enough, maybe. And whoever worked on it had gloves on, but. Eh.
Let's see. Somebody says, doesn't sound bad. Spam is basically kind of ham. It's, yeah. Slurried ham, yeah. Had luncheon meat with some kind of glaze, some other kind of luncheon meat pasta. Meat house. Oh, that's the gingerbread house reference, meat house.
The meat house. You know, I was reminded when you said meatloaf. You know what my family does with meatloaf? They actually like stuff in hot dogs in it, and while it's in the oven, the hot dogs cook inside the meatloaf.
Okay.
It works. It was actually in that cartoon Johnny Bravo, and we pulled it off in actual meatloaf, and now it just became a thing.
Charcuterie house. Did I say that right, Dan? Charcuterie?
Well, I don't want to attempt to say it. I think I had trouble saying it once. Ugh. The fun part with all the blood.
Some sickly colors. Use some light green or something in there to make them look sickly. Maybe some blue.
Oh, yes, try blue. Blue on a zombie.
Diane's saying, whoa, funky. I'm not sure what she's talking about. Whoa, funky what, Diane? This blue's too dark. The CH is like chunky. Charcuterie. Charcuterie.
Maybe ask Siri to say it.
I don't have Siri. All right.
I asked mine, but she's taking like 2 minutes to respond.
Charcuterie. I'm pretty sure it's char. Charcuterie?
Still trying.
Let's just say meat plate.
There you go, Dwayne the Zombie Johnson. Dwayne.
Hey,
All right, what's next?
he's beautiful. He'll run for president.
Dwayne Zombie Johnson. Franca. I have no idea what the hell that is. Anybody else have anything you want to see? I got about 2 hours to kill.
Man eating dragon fruit with teeth. You don't have to take my suggestions. I'm just throwing things out.
Man eating dragon. What's dragon? I know what they look like. I never draw them, so I feel like I have community memory.
You know, John got me with telling me that Baby Yoda's name is BB Yoda.
Oh, he has a name now.
I know. He told me it's BB Yoda. I know that's not it, but that's what he told me, and I was like, "Are you for real?"
I like the way dragon fruit looks like it's on fire. Funky with the meatloaf with the hot dog inside. That's what funky is. Not zombie. Of course he's not. Drawing a dragon fruit, a man eating dragon fruit with teeth.
The meatloaf with the hot dogs is good, Diane. It really is.
But you're dogging.
I really want to find a place that makes turduckens. Oh, it's eating a foot. Yikes.
You have to show he's man eating somehow, right? Hey, reads here. Growing up, chicken. I can't. They're so small in the chat. I can't tell what they are. Know what those are? Chicken, daddy. Or, no, it's a bird daddy. No, sorry, it's a cat daddy. Good evening, Reed. Like, like that. Let's see if this works.
This will be your sign in your yard to keep people out of picking your dragon fruit.
Caution: this house guarded by man-eating dragons.
So, Donovan, did you think of any new sci-fi invention ideas?
Well, the only one that I can really think of, the one that really comes to mind is artificially intelligent teddy bears or stuffed animals or whatever, like kind of like a C3PO or something, but as a teddy bear. That's that plus flying hoverboards is the only thing that really comes to mind.
You ever see the movie AI?
I've seen reviews of it.
So you haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it in like years, but it was messed up. What about like those sidewalks in Futurama that just move?
Suicide boots.
Yeah, those two. That counts as a toy.
Uh, well, I'd assume people would still need to get their exercise, so probably just have regular sidewalks.
Oh, the dragon fruit looks nice.
He looks nice. He's not supposed to look nice. He's a man eating dragon fruit.
And he's pink. Everything pink is nice. That would look cool on like some kind of drink bottle. Like this is some kind of energy drink, dragon fruit flavor. Mascot of vitamin water or whatever.
Anyways, I also kind of thought about it a little bit, and I was thinking like these artificially intelligent stuffed animals. The way I'd approach them would be like sort of like how you see those funny animal characters in old cartoons, like say Care Bears or something like that. Sort of have their kind of mannerisms, but
I know. Sounds
officially
like a
they
Black Mirror episode waiting to happen.
like a what?
Like a Black Mirror episode waiting to happen.
Uh, well, I'm a more light-hearted kind of storyteller, so here's that.
What about like possessed Furbies? Furbies are retro.
Well, like I said, my stuff's more light-hearted and like, uh, yeah, more light-hearted kind of feel-good sort of stuff.
Is that what you imagined when you said man eating dragon fruit?
Yeah, either that or like a hand. Look at him.
He's so pretty, huh?
He is. It's like a guard dog. It's a guard fruit. It is nice. The foot detracts from the pink.
What do you mean the foot contraction?
Oh, I'm looking at Diane's comment. Yes, Tiff. The blood is where it gets its nutrients from.
All right, man eating dragon fruit. What's next?
Hmm.
Let's see, Diane.
Oh, Diane suggests something.
Hetty Ruxpin. Ruxpin. I don't remember what Teddy Ruxpin looks like. He's like a bear in a suit, isn't it? Teddy Ruxpin?
It was a battery operated teddy bear from the 80s. Like a teddy bear that could talk.
Oh, okay. So Diane's suggesting something for you, not for me. Retro toy, right?
Yeah.
You know, there's people that modify their Furbies and make them like extra long serpent like with mechanical arms. They're expensive, these customized Furbies.
Anybody else have a suggestion on what to draw? Doing these quick sketches is good for me. Gets my mind thinking on stuff I wouldn't normally think about.
Let me ask the trees.
I think this character needs a name. The lower half of the head is kind of brain from Pinky and the Brain.
It is.
I just made the noggin bigger and made that a button circle instead of a button nose.
Are you gonna give him like his own pinky on the side then? Like a taller one, maybe in a different color. Purple.
Star. Angie from Heroes Quest, the guy with white hair. Let's see. Angie. Heroes Quest.
They're suggesting that.
Tiffany. Okay. I'm not familiar with it. Is he supposed to be an albino, Tiffany? Very Draco Malfoy vibe going on there. Is it Angie or Angie? How do you say it? Oh, he's kind of what we would say extra. All right, Tiff, I got reference. What do you want him doing? He's a white wolf, but he is cursed to be human. Oh, well, that gives me an idea then. He's not going to like it, but it gave me an idea.
We're gonna make one of his arms like a giant werewolf arm.
Nope, that would be normal for me. Doing a gag.
Here's a question to answer honestly. Michael, have you ever drawn drunk?
No, because I've never been drunk.
Really?
Really.
Oh, interesting. Well, good for you. Oh, the joke looks pretty nice.
How do you know?
I see where it's going.
Where's it going?
He's gonna go get the ball. He's a good doggo.
You got it. So smart.
I think Tiff is gonna love it. I mean, she's still here, but I speak for the Tiffs.
That's right. You are the tip whisperer. Good, look at this. One. No, that was fake. Sketch mode anyway, right? Three, five, where's the five?
This totally seems like the Tiff thing. And then after this picture, this dude will probably have 3 fan arts out in the world.
Is that why I can't find many reference images of him?
I mean, The graphics aren't the best. How to say graphics? The animation.
Your ones are kind of close. You can't tell the armor. Tell on his chest.
Tiff, I see your comment, and that's where the budget went to, remember? Not the animation.
Where'd Buddy go to?
Having, what's her name from the Resident Evil movies and Whoopi Goldberg in it as voices in Hero Quest.
Oops, you need room for a wrist.
Wait till this dude sees a squirrel.
Looks like his belt has a face on it. I can't tell what the face is supposed to be.
Do you like drawing monsters or no, Michael? Like dragony monsters.
Well, I guess that's mine.
You don't mind?
I said, do you have something in mind? The only thing with
Yeah.
the problem with dragons is there's usually so much detail on them, and it just takes forever to draw.
Yeah, then never mind.
And I like drawing them, but they're tedious. Does that make sense?
Yeah, unless you're like coloring them, I guess sometimes I feel like I'm just making up stuff, which is easier.
See, in his if I try to draw this character's costume accurately, it would take hours.
Yeah, that's where the rest of the animation budget went to.
And it's got like all kinds of patterns inside of it. And you just get the hint of the character.
Are you still going on after this? I thought of another idea.
Um, yeah, probably for another 30 or 40 minutes. What do you got?
Draw like a weird, like exaggerated caricature of Levi from Attack on Titan, but emphasize that he's really short.
All right, for a quick sketch, can you tell who the character is? Tiffany still there?
I don't know. She might have passed out.
Yeah, it's kind of good. You're familiar with the character. Can you tell who it is? Not having to get too detailed. Throw the ball, throw the ball, throw the ball. Don't stop. I'll try to start digging into the costume more, and then I'll be here all night. Okay, recognize. All right, so I can move on. All right, what was the other idea again, Tracy?
Oh, I said Levi from Attack on.
Levi from Attack on Titan. Emphasize that he's really short.
Yeah.
If you're trying to say something, all we're getting is crackling.
Like
Oh,
me? Or
I'm not trying to say anything.
you have anything else to toss into the subjects? Because I'm running dry.
I'm drawing your Attack on Titan Levi short.
Oh, I mean, Donovan. I mean, you're busy. I'm not busy either. My brain is frying as it's small.
Well, most of my ideas are pretty obscure, anyways. So
I mean, this is chat and draw. You can chat and draw about whatever that comes to mind. Like I've been talking about whatever brain floaters have been passing by my.
well, there's another Franco-Belgian comic that I've also been looking into lately called Natasha, which is spelled with a C instead of an S. It's a comic about a flight stewardess from Belgium.
And that is the plot.
Um, I'll be honest, a lot of the Franco-Belgian comics I've been looking up, a lot of them haven't really been translated into English, so there's that.
Ah, okay.
Like I said, I often pay attention to something based on how good the art looks sometimes.
Well, that's wouldn't that be the same case of like when you listen to music in other languages and you still appreciate it sounds pretty?
A lot of 80s J-pop, yeah.
Look at it. Look at the little guy.
That's what you asked for, isn't it? We got to keep the gear the same size as the tall guy.
He's their best. They'll mod it for him. Reed says he wants the link to the stream.
Where's the link to this thing? All right, Diane, you have a good night. Thanks for joining. Thanks for hanging out.
Lie, sleep, look tight, or do whatever. Have fun.
Just a second, Reed. Reed is here. Evening, Reed.
Hello.
Hey-o.
Hello.
Hey, Bert.
Hello.
Hi, ho. This is Kermit the Frog.
Drawing random stuff. I don't know if you've been watching.
Yeah, I've been watching.
You're not streaming tonight, Reed?
I haven't streamed in a while.
Why is
What
that, Reed?
about
Hmm?
Why is that?
Not feeling it.
Fair enough.
Trying to finish up my lessons for the next 2 weeks.
How's that going?
I'm almost done. Have to make some videos. Putting it all into Google Classroom. Making sure everything is working.
Do you still have some students, or is it all online?
It's all online. I don't go into school. Only day I go into school is Wednesdays. Because I have to go into multiple classrooms, they don't want me breaking the bubble.
Hmm.
Just in case like some kid or a teacher gets infected and infects that class, I'm not going into that class and then going into another class the same day.
Yep. Have you had any cases yet?
No.
You don't have to say who, just say yeah or
Where?
nah
At
at your
school?
place. Yeah.
Beats me. We haven't had any news from the office, so and we haven't had students this whole time, so we only recently got kindergarten and preschool, and I think Monday we get first and second grade.
Mm.
So to answer your question, I don't think so, since it's only been teachers and special ed students, and yeah, basically that's it. Special ed students and teachers, because their special ed is federal guidelines instead of state guidelines.
Well, I'm glad to hear you haven't had any that you know of. Oh, so since I asked Michael that question, apparently no. Reed, have you ever drawn drunk?
I've never. I don't get drunk. I don't get drunk. I mean, I'll get tipsy, but I don't. I've never been in a state where I've been drunk. And I mean, I can draw. It doesn't make it any harder. I don't know to be tipsy. I can handle a lot, but yeah.
I've just seen like mixed results of people being like, "Oh, I drew this
I
drunk,"
mean,
and it's
I mean,
actually pretty good.
I never got to the point. Well, that's because you get lucid. A lot of people have been on drugs. Famous like painters have been on drugs and came up with famous art pieces. Um, they say that some famous writers was on drugs when they were wrote certain famous novels. One of them supposedly was Through the Looking Glass, and the
Yeah,
other one was It.
Stephen King.
Yeah, there's a whole thing about why the ending turned out to be what the ending was, and yeah, they said he was some kind of like hallucinogenics.
Dang, that's cheating.
Well, I mean, back in the day, you know, you had a whole culture that look at Jimi Hendrix. Jimi Hendrix, he played in Hawaii one year, and he was late to his concert, and he didn't show up till like 1 in the morning. And whoever stuck around got the best concert in his life in their It's supposedly the best concert he's ever played because he was on acid, though.
Uh,
So I mean, there's a lot of stories about, I mean, Willie Nelson is, smoked Pakalolo for years. And he's written hundreds, if not thousands, of songs. So I don't know. I mean, Native Americans believe in opening your mind with peyote and stuff, so to be
that's true.
to reach a higher plane. And they're not the only culture that believes that.
Their Hawaiian thing equivalent to that.
Well, we had kava ceremonies and stuff like that. We didn't. I don't think Hawaii had hallucinogenics, but
They said recently.
kava and stuff. Yeah, I'm sure that in some form of another they did. Every culture, any native culture, going back through history, has probably had some form or another.
Nobu says Stephen King's Cokefield writing has been pretty well documented.
Yeah, yeah, no, yeah. Hey, how you doing, man? Yeah, he's pretty well documented. Yes. I mean, I think Christine was another one that he was all like supposedly drugged out on. The Shining.
This is just like basically everything almost.
No, he stopped after a while. That's why it wasn't. I don't know. But Lewis Carroll, they said that he did, but he claimed that he wasn't on drugs. But Lewis Carroll's, Alice in Wonderwall, To the Looking Glass, and Back to the Looking Glass. It's like, I mean, it's logical if you look at it because it's all based under a chess game. So, but I mean, he did one side makes you taller, and the other side makes you small, right? Of the mushroom.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Just obviously mushrooms there.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's been arguments between scholars whether he was or he wasn't, but he claims he wasn't. So, uh, who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, would you want to be known as the artist that wrote one of your best pieces ever when you were on a hallucinogenic like
Yeah.
mushroom?
It's
Nobu
my
says about
imagination.
three quarters of the way through Dark Tower series, King sobered up.
Yeah, he did, and that's why the end of the book is kind of different.
Oh, okay. I got one more drawing in me, I think. What do you guys want? You got any idea? Nobu, you want anything
Wait,
drawn? Got any ideas?
What is the theme?
There is no theme.
anything you'd like. It's the greatest theme of all.
Uh, what about drawing All Might?
All Might.
He's drawn All Might many
Oh, he's
times.
drawn All Might. Oh,
Yeah.
never
Not
mind
tonight,
then.
but I've drawn him before.
How about Bakugo?
Okay. How you spell that?
Bakugo. Bakugo. I'll spell this.
Baku. Baku.
Yeah, Go. Geo. You. I think Geo.
Okay,
You.
I got it. He gets spiky hair and black
Yeah.
and red
Yeah.
outfit.
Orange hair. Yeah. Yeah. Black and then his
Orange?
green.
It looks like blonde.
Huh?
You say
Oh, is
orange
it
hair?
blonde? Oh, maybe his suit is orange.
It's blonde.
Orange, black, and green.
It's like a red X with on a black suit.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
An orange. Well, maybe that's what you're thinking of orange. It looks red on most of the pictures.
Well,
From
I've
my
finished my drawing, so I'm going to be heading out.
okay, Donovan.
Okay.
Have a good night.
You too. Night.
Yeah,
All right.
bye.
Okay, here's a question for you, Reed. Is he wearing a mask or just have dark eyes?
He's wearing a mask. It's like a cowl, whatever. Just a I don't
Like
know if
like
it's
a
a
like a
mask.
nightwing thing? Because
Yeah,
some of them look like a mask, and some it just looks like it's eyeshadow or dark shading.
yeah, it's like Nightwing kind of thing.
Trying to get some references I can work
I
with
don't
here.
think it. I don't think it's a. You can go either way because there's not detail in it. It's usually just black.
Right. And then you got like a big grenade thing
Yeah,
around
for
his
yeah.
Is he your favorite character, Reed?
Not really.
wrist. It's a half grenade with like
I
a
like
this.
I like Dobby.
Yeah.
Hey,
This is a
did you
character I never drawn before, so let's see.
did, did, did you hear about the whole what came to
Family
light about?
drama.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was right, wasn't I? The missing son. I was right.
Yeah. Let's just end it here in case somebody's still listening and they want to check out Hero Academy.
I don't care. John spoiled it anyway for me. He's like, he texts me, "Hey, it looks like you were right about Dobby." It's like, well, thanks, John.
For Dobby. I think of that the house elf from.
Yeah,
Well, that was Dobie.
Yeah.
Dobby.
No, that's Dobby. It says
Dobby, Dobby, Master has presented Dobby with clothes. Dobby is free. Yeah, there's a lot of people that were on drugs or alcohol. In fact, wasn't in Heroes, wasn't the painter that could predict the end, predict the future? Wasn't he always on like crack or something or heroin?
what is Heroes?
The original the series, the TV series, Heroes, save the cheerleader, save the world. Didn't you watch that, Mike?
Heroes.
Yeah.
Um, I've only seen like episodes here and there. I didn't watch the show regularly.
It was a good series until it got weird in like the second season.
Well, I mean, I understand some of the history of it because it was one of the ones that got hit by the writers' strike.
Yeah, it was super good. I was watching it religiously. It was such a great series.
I know that's where like Hayden Panettiere came from, and
Well, she was originally on Remember the Titans. She was a little girl.
I don't remember the Titans. That's old.
I guess I should.
Did you hear, Reed? I entered the Mog auction tonight. I made $5.
What? That's it?
Yeah.
Is it for charity?
No.
What did you do?
Well,
Tell
I
me.
think my mistake was I didn't make it traditional to print out and send it to them, and they like that better.
I thought you bought all this like ink and stuff. I thought you bought all this paint and stuff so you can do traditional work.
Also, John told you I went with, like, on a shopping spree.
Yeah, because I needed something from what you call. So what did are you been using it? Oh, there's a lot of static from you.
No, that was me gritting my teeth. No.
No, there was a lot of static.
Oh, I was making a weird noise too, so it could have been that.
It sounded like static.
I'll use it eventually.
I heard you bought a lot.
I know. I need inspiration.
Make something for the KuwaiCon auction. Hopefully by then we'll be able to go to a convention. People will be able to spend money.
Hmm. Well, if the vaccine is working and nobody's grown a third arm, then okay.
I mean, there's no harm in doing it anyway.
Yeah, I don't know.
With that intent. You said you needed inspiration. That would be inspiration. Better than putting only getting $5 for your work. Popularity contest in certain, it's whoever that knows you and willing to, support you. Nobody knows you, so uh, it's like a lot of like being on Instagram, right?
I heard Instagram lately is not showing recent posts.
Yeah, it isn't. You can scroll down and it doesn't show the people that after a certain level, it doesn't show your current like who you subscribe to. It starts showing you people that they think that you would like.
Yeah, it
Maybe.
says, well, I mean, like now in the hashtags, it says it's blocking it for misinformation on the election, apparently.
What is?
Or like, I'll text you in Messenger what it says.
Well, like the reason why John was having a problem, he could have easily just like freaking put it as a tiny URL instead of him putting out his account. And then if you tell it not to post the link of the website, it won't do that. And he wouldn't have had that problem, but he doesn't, he only knows what he knows. So that's why he was complaining about it the other day. And I was like, can't you just do this? And, I don't know how to do that. I was like, oh, okay. Uh, you can thank a lot of a lot of people for that.
I said, is it because they just can't easily Google things?
What?
Oh, are you talking about the Instagram thing or the Facebook thing?
Both. Well, you can thank for all the fake information that is being spewed out right now. I think I'm done. Let me post all of this.
What, are you drawing something?
Oh, crud. I didn't put the due date.
Oh, the school thing.
Crap. All right, let me have to do the due date. December 14th at 10 o'clock. And topic where's STEM? Okay, should be good.
Reed, did you hear that the Demon Slayer movie surpassed Your Name in ticket sales?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Where at? Not in the U.S.
Well, I mean,
Oh,
it hasn't been released in the U.S.
yeah, in Japan.
How does
And it,
she schedule it for tomorrow? I don't, like the date. Shit, I would just like freaking schedule it tomorrow. How do they schedule it for tomorrow? Oh, that's stupid. It doesn't give me that option. Whatever. Got it. Got it. Got it. Bite me.
Bite my shiny metal ass.
Well, I don't have a shiny metal ass, and I highly doubt my ass is shiny. It's probably more on the hairy side.
Well, that doesn't sound as fun.
Well, how can you bite a shiny ass anyway?
ask Bender.
Bite my hairy, meaty butt.
There you go.
Just doesn't have the same ring.
Oh, that sounds more delicious. So, did you guys watch The Mandalorian?
I didn't watch the first one.
Did you hear about the name of Baby Yoda?
Yeah, John told me it's BB Yoda.
No, it's not.
I know it's not. I just like that joke.
It's a Mario. That's his name. It's a Mario.
No, it's Yaddle. Whatever happened to Yaddle?
I think she
Maybe
died in
that,
the Clone Wars.
huh?
I think she died in the Clone Wars.
She was mentioned in the video game recently.
I don't play the game, so.
Isn't it Yeti?
What?
Isn't the girl in Yeti?
Yaddle.
Seattle. That's what Reed's talking about. Seattle.
I thought it was Yeti. I guess it's an L.
Yaddle. Yaddle is. I heard she survived,
No,
but
it's Yaddle. There's the
but
L.
but they think that people are suspecting maybe she's the one that saved the child.
do you think they do? Do you think they have eggs and they just leave it alone?
I don't know. People have theories that maybe they come from the swamp. They're from water. Uh,
Well, maybe they're from Dagobah. I mean, that's the only place we found Yoda.
well, Yoda came from Dagobah, went to Dagobah because he hid there because Dagobah is strong in the dark side of the Force. And
But
so when,
maybe his race is from Dagobah.
huh?
You want
Yoda?
swamp.
Yeah, but he went there because mostly because that area was strong in the dark
I
side of
understand what you're saying, Reed. I understand. You don't have to repeat it. He went there because it's strong in the Force. I get it. That still doesn't rule it out as being his actual home world.
I guess.
I mean, it's probably not it, but could be. Nobody says you could get a lot more done if you had a third arm. Okay. Oh, I guess they shoot. Okay.
No, but you have a third arm.
I misunderstood the drawing, or the reference drawing. This is the clip thing, or so I messed up
Like
the
when
grenade thing on his arm. Because there's supposed to be that handle, like where you pull the pin and the handle flies off. Oh well. It's happening when you draw characters you're not familiar with.
I thought the handle was there to squeeze and to release when
Well,
you
yeah, to release the cotter pin.
yeah, and doesn't it trigger the once it releases the handle, it triggers
The
the
chemical.
timer.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's why if you hold that pin down, that handle down, it's supposed to be able to not blow up until you fully release it. Have you ever thrown a grenade?
No, I've never had a reason to.
No, but I mean, don't they train you? Do arms?
I'm in the Navy.
So you don't have grenades?
Grenades on a ship is not a really good idea.
Well, I mean, you have guns on a ship too. So
I mean, I fire plenty of weapons, but we didn't throw grenades.
you also have missiles on a ship.
All right, here we go. Oh, I didn't put the mask on. Well,
Just put the mask thing and then the back thing of his head.
the backing on his head. Oh, I thought that I didn't realize that was an actual accoutrement. I just thought it was like an effect. I did see your message about the ink just a minute ago.
What? What message? About the ink?
Yeah.
That was like a long time ago.
Okay.
I messaged you about the Kuretake ink.
Hmm.
Yeah, that was. I messaged you like over a month ago.
In random pop culture news, anybody ever watched Supernatural? That finally ended.
I
No,
never did. I know it went like 12 seasons or something like that.
15 seasons.
nope, never
15.
watched it. I've been watching House again, and I've been watching Bones, and I've been watching The Dead Files.
Uh,
I like The Dead Files.
I've never heard that one.
It's the one that there's a New York investigator teams up with a psychic medium, and they go from town to like house to house, and the New York City investigator detective he does the search on the property, and they don't talk until the final meet. And then the lady goes through the house and talks to spirits and stuff like that and figures out what's going on or what happened in the house. And then they commiserate at the end to I just damaged this freaking thing. To commiserate at the end to see if their findings match up. Pretty good.
So wait, what is like keeping her from knowing the whole case?
What you mean?
You said there's a psychic, right?
Yeah, so the psychic goes in and then sees what kind of spirits are there and tries to find out from the spirits what went on, and so she gets recorded doing that, and then she has a sketch artist sketch out what who she meets or what she sees, and then the New York investigator he does his own investigation, but he does it as an investigator where he goes to City Hall, he interviews people, he goes to the historians, he checks out the like the house and what happened, the history of it, and finds out the history of the house and the owners and if there's any murders there or any deaths or Native Americans on the land. And at the end, they meet with the homeowners and they don't know what's going on. And then the psychic tells her story, and then the New York investigator goes and he shows them that he says he either agrees with it or shows evidence that he found, and a lot of the time they match up. It's kind of interesting. They go to houses that are have like people are in trouble or having problems or see a lot of activity or stuff like that.
Uh, so what does she like get to put the pieces together to draw?
She actually sees the things, the people.
Yeah, so can't she just be like, ah, they got killed by this, tells the dude. The
Yeah,
end.
but she does see, she says that, but she she draws the pictures of the people because they only say the names sometimes, or she doesn't even know the names of the people because they won't tell her. And then so she draws a sketch of, she has a sketch artist draw what she sees or the person that she met. And then they would compare, like sometimes they have a photo of the person that lived there before that got murdered, and they compare the two photos and they look like similar. like the sketch drawing and the person. Where
Okay.
sometimes they go by the name, and then she has the name, like the guy's name is John, and then oh, that's curious because there was a John that lived on this land that was the owner of blah blah blah. He was a
Okay.
scruffy dude, blah blah blah. And it says, "Do you have a sketch of it?" He says, "Oh, I drew a sketch of had the sketch artist draw this." And then it says, "Oh, I have a picture of John." And then there it is.
The guy usually wears a black shirt.
Yeah, has a cat on it, or a fat boy. But yeah, it's actually I find it better than watching like ghost adventures or watching like ghost hunters or stuff like that.
Yeah.
because because the New York City guy, he was a former police officer and a New York City detective, and he goes and he's kind of a skeptic. So he goes and he finds he reminds me of he reminds me of Mike. Kind of talks like Mike too, but with an accent.
Okay. I thought I had an accent for you guys.
Well, I mean, he has a New York City accent. That's a really distinct accent.
It's actually
So
it's actually a couple different accents.
what? Oh yeah, I mean, it depends on
Because
where
some
you
of the
come.
boroughs are distinct from each other.
Yeah, yeah, you have the Bronx, and then you have Jersey, and all of them guys sound similar but different. They have more of a yeah. Forget about it, kind of like. Anyway, so but yeah, he was a New York City detective, and I find it. They did a episode on Hawaii. Actually, I think there's a couple of them. One of them was at the Plantation Village.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, and they
Mm.
said that the guy that does the Plantation Village haunted house. He says that he wouldn't help them. He says it doesn't matter what, he's going to continue doing the ghost thing because the lady said the reason why a lot of the things were acting up because of the disturbing of the having this haunted house thing on the property. And the actual guy that was in charge of the grounds, he wanted to help, but he resigned like shortly after.
Is this real or for TV?
Oh no, they actually went in. He actually did resign.
Mm.
It was a few years back. I think there was a news article about it on Hawaii News Now about having the ghost hunters the TV show come down to film. It's a good
Michael's like,
show. It's a good show. It's more logical than just like, I felt somebody touch me. I felt somebody touch me. I got scratched. Oh,
mm.
it's like finding Bigfoot. They never find Bigfoot. They shouldn't call the show Finding Bigfoot. It should be like, I think I heard Bigfoot because nobody ever finds Bigfoot.
Well, they said whoever first said they saw Bigfoot said that they made him up in the end when they just figured out the joke's not funny anymore. But then people were just like, "Ah, that's cool, Bigfoot," and they just started believing in Bigfoot.
I don't know. There's all different kinds of.
I like how Michael's just like, "I'll just draw a parasite while they're going off."
Oh, Jane Goodall, the person that that has that does the studies in chimps.
Yeah.
She believes in the American primate.
Isn't that just Bigfoot?
Yeah, no, yeah. She says, yeah, she believes in that it's possible that there's American primate.
There's some that say yes, and then there's other primate ones that say no. It's
Uh,
all over the place.
I would like to believe that there is a Bigfoot.
Well, what about the Mothman?
Well, I mean, okay, Bigfoot is more plausible than Mothman. But I mean, if you think about it, I think Bigfoot is more plausible than Mothman. Well, whether it's highly probable is questionable, but it's plausible
Yeah, and Mothman was made up
because
during the age of the rise of drugs.
well, there was a there's an argument say that you can't even find like bear bones in the wild, like bear skull and bear bones because they go into caves and die.
Oh, like usually they can't find bear bones.
Yeah, there's like it's very rare to find any kind of evidence that a bear has died if they haven't been shot because and a lot of the forest eats up a lot of
I feel like there was an episode of Bigfoot Hunters or whatever, and I feel like they were in Hawaii, and then I was like, ah, this is bullshit now.
no, they don't come to away.
Yeah, they don't. That's why I was like, oh, they're just faking now.
Yeah, I'm pretty skeptical of any of that cryptozoology.
Huh?
I said I'm pretty skeptical of any of that cryptozoology.
Yeah. I mean, they couldn't find the gorilla, the species of the gorilla that they found. Like the natives said that they were there for like there were gorillas in the mountains, and they didn't find evidence or the actual group for like over 100 years, something like that.
Where?
Huh? In the Congo region,
Uh,
they found a new species. Well, relative, similar. It's like they found a new species of chimp. Because you have the regular chimpanzees, and then you have the bonobos. The bonobos were like they look totally like really different, so they classify it as a separate species. And then they found another species that came in, and it's a large version of the chimpanzee. That they were only told that it was part of legend. They're aggressive.
wait, so they found those now?
Yeah,
Hmm.
they're a lot bigger than your standard chimpanzee.
Oh, but you mean they've been hiding till now?
Well, I mean, a lot of the jungles over there haven't been explored.
Hmm.
You
Did
know,
you know they say over 200 species are extinct every 24 hours?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Sounds like a lot.
Well, you know that like majority of the Earth hasn't been like searched or anything because it's covered by water.
Ugh, water.
Yeah, if cryptozoology exists, it's going to be underwater.
Well, they were, cryptozoologists. Architeuthis, the giant squid was elusive all this time until they finally filmed it recently. In fact, one showed up, actually two showed up in Japan, and then one of them they did a deep sea voyage, I think 2017, and they attracted one using this jellyfish-like ball that pulses like different color lights,
Mm.
and then this live giant squid came out. They've been trying to like put like cameras onto like um, sperm rails and stuff.
Don't they see them with that?
Hmm?
Don't they see them on the whales because the whales eat them a
Oh no,
lot?
no, the whales had scarring from them, and they would find pieces of it in the stomach, but they never seen it like you know live or anything. It washes up on the beach carcasses,
Mm.
but they never seen like in a whole, you know.
And it else washes up on the beach or fishes.
Yeah, those things are cool. They're huge.
Yeah, I can see somebody seeing that and be like, "Oh, that's a sea serpent."
The thing that I don't understand is how you can mistake a manatee for for a, for one of those mermaids. You
Oh,
must have to
I-
be like
Well,
severely
two
like
things. You're out at sea for a really long time, and you have barrels of rum.
yeah, that's what I mean. You either have to be starved of women or be extremely drunk to believe that a siren is a sea cow, like a beautiful maiden, because they
mhm.
don't they look nothing like a beautiful maiden.
Yeah, drinking too much seawater and rum.
Why is the rum always gone?
Have you seen the pictures of the beluga whales when they come up and it looks like they have these abs?
Oh yeah, beluga whales are cool.
It kind of looks like mutated Dobby.
I don't know how you would mistake. I still don't understand how you would mistake.
Hmm. I feel like I've seen a picture that was like from, when it's underneath the water. I mean, not really, but it's like s- it was the closest to, yeah, if they were really drunk, you can sort of see it like that.
But they have no hair. How do you get from the Little Mermaid to a freaking beluga, like a freaking what you call sea cow?
I told you, long time at sea and barrels of rum. What do
Well,
lean
I
bars
mean,
like?
long time at sea. Your first mate there looks awfully good too.
I'll be the first to say, I'm sure, there were homosexual acts on ships in the old days.
In the
Anyone get
Navy.
anyone gonna talk about men being at sea?
uh, I would think it would be just like prison, right? What is that supposed to be?
Goofy.
It's Dobby, the house elf.
Mutated?
They tried to use alchemy to bring Dobby back to life.
All it needs is sharp teeth somewhere, like multiple mouths, and one long finger. That's scary.
It's scary.
If it was real, it'd be terrifying. Come on. You
I don't know.
saw something like this scurrying around your house, you wouldn't be freaked out?
If I had a Teddy Ruxpin or that freaking Snuggle fabric softener bear start talking to me, I would be freaked out too.
Well, oh, okay. Here's the thing. If would you be afraid of a realistic looking Mike Wazowski?
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah!
At least at first. Maybe once you talk to him, but
Dude,
you
I
just
would be
run it
afraid of a. I would be afraid of a real looking Stitch.
Oh well, we're gonna get to
Stitch
see
said-
that soon, maybe.
this is actually pretty scary.
Yeah, he is. He has a big ass mouth with sharp teeth.
Doesn't he just look like one of those terrier dogs?
No, he has six. He has six appendages. He had 4 arms. He just sucked in 2 of them, so he could kind of pull off an ugly dog.
Yeah, but doesn't his face kind of just look like one of those dogs?
I don't know. I never seen a dog with big ass eyes that are black like him, alien eyes. He doesn't even have whites of his eyes. Anything that has black eyes like that, like sharks and stuff, it's like those things are like predators.
Stitch is most likely a predator, yeah.
Yeah, so wouldn't you be afraid of it?
Stitch is like Iron Giant, he's a weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't
I'll be
that the premise?
Yeah. And he wasn't evil. He was the epitome of evil.
Now I want to see a realistic Mike Wazowski.
Why? There's pictures on it online of people like that drew Mike Wazowski
Yeah,
as
that
it would be more realistic. I wouldn't
Yeah,
want to
he'll
see
be
him.
scary, but he'll keep the Billy Crystal voice.
I don't care. Even if it talked to me, I would get the hell out of there. Just something about a giant eyeball looking at me.
And I'm getting those scary pictures, like realistic looking Homer Simpson.
I think my favorite's the realistic Popeye.
Oh,
His arms.
those were tumors. He has baseball players' forearms.
It's alley-oop forearms. Alley-oop has the same forearm.
I wouldn't want to see a realistic violator. That'd be scary.
What is that?
Even a freaking Dobby. If Dobby showed up, it's like, I'm Dobby the house elf. It would be like, good lord, all those things scary.
Violators the clown from Spawn.
Oh.
Even like Creature. Creature looks freaking scary.
Creature's worse than Dobby.
I don't know. Dobby's pretty scary.
Yeah, but he's
Even
small and
goblins are
capable.
freaking scary looking.
Oh no, goblins are awful. Like the Harry Potter goblins or the little green goblins.
Like Harry Potter goblins.
Oh.
Even little green goblins.
Yeah, you ever see
Like
Goblin Slayer? They're terrible.
goblins, yeah. Even like if they had if Izzes were real, they would be freaking scary as hell too.
Now what is an is?
Iz is from the Max. Look it up. It's IZS, I think. Izzes.
From the what?
Max. MAXX.
Oh, that's scary. I would not like that
It's like a giant
mouth.
like mouth with legs and hands and teeth.
Yeah, I think that's way worse than Mike Wazowski and Dobby and everything else. I'll put that on like I hate it.
And then they're either white or they're black. The black Izzes are the most, and they eat everything. I even wouldn't want to see those creatures, those little two demons from Hercules.
Pain and Panic.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but it's drawn.
It's what a Magua used to be.
It wants to die.
I don't know. It's a transporter malfunction of some sort.
Uh, are you referring to the either was it either Galaxy Quest or Star Trek?
Yeah. All right.
Oh,
Well,
you know.
Tracy, I think I'm gonna call it a night.
Okay.
We can always
I
go
am
into
tired.
the,
My body hurts, but I got some drawing done, so that's the good thing.
I'm
I mean,
gonna,
probably nothing I can put in
you want
inventory
to
or
go in another
anything.
room?
What's that?
No, I'm asking Trace if she wants to go into
The one of the rooms. I don't know what that is. What's this character's name again?
Bakugo.
What?
Bakugo.
Bakugo,
Bakugo. Okay. And then Levy.
Levi.
MG. No. Angie.
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 I don't know what that is.
I think the dragon fruit's probably the best thing I did tonight.
Should have had it spitting fire. Dragon.
It's Dwayne the Zombie.
Franca.
Whatever that is.
Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jane.
Teenage Mutant Ninja
And-
Brain. I don't know what the heck this thing is. Anyway, thanks for hanging out.
Okay.
Appreciate it. Appreciate the company as always. And,
Actually
have
didn't
a
eat dinner, so.
lively chat. Yeah, I need to grab something to eat myself. All right. Good night, all.
Hey, bye.